Do you ever feel like you're going 100 miles an hour and you're not making any progress? Or worse, you feel like you're falling behind? Or maybe you just feel like everything's coming at you. It's like your house is on fire. Well, that's what daily care can feel like to a lot of families. Maybe it's you. It's coming at you from all sides, right? That's what chaos feels like. And unless you get a hold of it, unless you tame it will eventually burn you out. You don't have time to breathe. You don't even have time to plan. You don't have time to do anything. And if one thing just goes off the rails, one little thing, everything can start to unravel. That kind of chaos isn't just exhausting, it's paralyzing. And it makes you feel like the only way you can keep going is to do it all yourself from memory. You just keep trying harder. You just keep doing the same things over and over again. But it doesn't get any better. Here's the truth. The fastest way to put that fire out isn't to keep working harder. It's to start documenting things. Not in a journal, not on your head, but on paper. So your brain can just breathe. So let me show you one. Here's a trap many of us fall in, especially when we're caring for someone we love. We think we have to hold everything in our heads. You know, the new meds you just got, juggling of appointments, or the behaviors you have to manage. Noticing only patterns that you know, trying to be calm, just trying to be patient, be just present with your family member. Just be human. It's too much. Because you can't show what's really going on inside your head or how you really feel. You'd scare people to death. So you fake it some days. You put on a mask. You smile and you say, nope, I'm good. But really inside you're not. You act like everything's under control. You got this, right? This is Academy Award level stuff. But the reality is that you're just one comment away from falling apart. That's what chaos does to your brain. It overloads your thinking, it scrambles your memory, and it makes simple decisions feel just about impossible. So the one sure way to get a grip on all this chaos, 3 words: write it down. I'm serious. Not to be neat, not to be perfect, just start to offload all that mental weight, all those details that are swirling around in your head. Write them down. You see, because when you start writing it down, the meds, the routines, all the care information that's coming to the top of your mind, it starts to slow things down. Your brain stops scrambling, and you know what? You start to see some patterns because it's all there right in front of you. These are patterns that you didn't know existed because it's all in your head. And then little by little, those patterns start to form a rhythm and a sequence. We used to carry everything in our head, and I mean everything. We thought we could do it all. But then one thing happened. This was quite a few years ago. My father-in-law was in a serious car accident and he was undergoing emergency surgery. And we just had to get to the hospital to see what was going on. The kids were young, so we couldn't just leave them. So we called a neighbor of ours who happened to be a nurse and said, could you just come stay with the kids for a little while? We don't know what's going on. She said, absolutely. She came up, and just before we left, she said, now if Ben wakes up, what meds does he need? Does he need any? Or if you're there, all night, what does he eat in the morning? And it was at that point that we realized that everything was about his care, only we knew. No one else knew. Even though she was a nurse, there was no way she could just step in and jump in for the care. That was impossible. And in fact, we realized that even his meds, they weren't even in one place in the house. They were kind of scattered all over. So what we said is, okay, if something happens, just give us a call and we'll figure it out. And then the next day we thought, okay, we can't be trapped like this. That's not a good situation to be in. So we wrote down some of the essential stuff, found some pieces of paper, and then we found a pink binder in a drawer and then shoved them into the pink binder. And that became the Pink Book. It's the one place that contains everything about Ben's care, all the meds, all the nutrition, the care routines, you name it. You don't need a special template to get started. You just need 5 minutes and a pen. And one part of your day you never want to have to repeat from memory. Start with that. Write it down like you're training someone else. Because when you have that mindset, you'd be amazed how that changes. You start to think differently. It's not just me learning how to do it or actually doing it. I have to show someone. I have to teach someone. That changes everything. So if that helps and you want to go farther, then we've done all the hard part. The Pink Book that we offer has over 40 checklists and templates and ways for you to organize all that chaos in your head. It's not about being perfect. It's about reclaiming your brain. It's about putting out that house fire and building a rhythm that you can live with. See, chaos wants to believe that you're stuck, that there's no way out. But you're not. Just start putting it on paper. Old school. No app, no passwords to remember. That's how you turn the noise into a rhythm. That's how you get your mind back. And I can tell you with 100% confidence, relief will start to creep back in your life very quickly. You'll stop forgetting things, and believe it or not, you'll actually start sleeping better. So if you want to help doing that, the pink book's here. All it takes is 5 minutes. Think about it. I hope you have a great rest of your day.